This week on Kentucky Afield, late nights at a Kentucky farm pond. You know what that means? Frog gigging.
There's one. See him?
Big enough to gig?
Why, yeah.
What do you do when you catch a big fish and want to preserve the memory? We'll show you some options that include releasing the fish.
You take this replica home and you put it on your wall. Most people wouldn't even know it was a replica.
And we're searching for some of the best bait when summertime fishing. It's all next on Kentucky Afield.
Yeah, we got one. Sweet.
Got a muskrat?
Yeah.
Good job.
What do you know about that, man? That's a good fish, man.
Nice male smallmouth. Healthy, pretty colors.
Cody, here. Find us one more good pheasant, Cody.
As biologists, we catch ducks and we place bands on them.
And it's just a really excellent place to see cottonmouths.
I like it.
What do you think?
Like bull. That was pretty fun.
Hello and welcome to Kentucky Afield. I'm your host, Chad Miles. Join us as we journey the Commonwealth in search of outdoor adventure. There's no better way to spend a hot summer night than around a pond in search of frogs. You have until October 31st to give this a try. So it's been about a month ago now. I'm searching the internet and I see these crazy girls who like to go out and grab frogs by hand.
Crazy.
So here we are, frog gigging season's in. We got a really warm night. We're in Montgomery County, and what are we getting ready to do?
Gig some frogs. We're gonna go grab some frogs.
We're gonna gig frogs, shoot them with a bow and arrow, grab them, whatever it takes. This pond has not been gigged, grabbed, none of that for a while, has it?
It's been a few years.
Frog gigging runs from third Friday in May all the way up to October 31st. We're kind of in the middle of it, but you really want to hit the ponds first before everybody gets out and gets on them.
Or if any kind of livestock is out, they're not so good. They eat it down and they get skittish and they run off.
Yeah, so it's something I used to do every nice weekend night that I could get out. And it's been a while. So I'm excited to be out here getting ready to do this with you girls. We took a little sneak peek. There's a lot of frogs up here.
There's a few.
I'm really excited. So our limit, how many is it?
15 per person.
We all have hunting and fishing license, but if we were gonna get them by a gun or a bow, you gotta have a
Hunting license.
If you're gonna get them by a rod and reel,
Fishing.
and if you're gonna grab them or gig them, you can have either. Ideal conditions, you want hot, humid, and you want nights that it stays in the high 60s or 70s.
Right.
That's what we're gonna get tonight.
It should be good.
All right, well, let's get our gear loaded up and get ready to go get them.
Let's go.
I think we are ready. Frogs better watch out. All right, well, we're right at the bank right now. The pond's just about 40 feet away. I think rather than carrying all this, let's set the bows down.
Make a home base right there.
We'll make a home base and then
We'll go around once.
we'll go around once, give them a little bit of time. If we've pushed them out in the middle, we'll come back and shoot at them.
That works.
I love shooting at them. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Don't move.
Did you get one? Go. I didn't even see that one. Nice. Nice job. There you go. Nice. So you both already got frogs in your hand.
Okay. We're gonna throw him back. Yeah, they're too small, but they're fun to catch.
They're fun to catch.
He's feisty, dude.
Hey, so these little jokers in about a year or two are gonna be big and nice. Big fat
They're
ones.
giving you kisses.
Give me some legs. So I tell you what though, the first one we saw walked up here,
He was a big one.
we wouldn't be throwing that one back.
We wouldn't throw that one back, but these are little fellas.
There's one. You have to gig him.
He's deep. You need me to get it?
Nope, I need you to make sure I don't go swimming.
Nice shot, Risha. You've got that thing pinned.
He might need a little
There we go. Hang on. Hold on. I didn't lose the frog. Get the frog.
You did not lose the frog.
Get him.
I got him.
I'm about to break your gig for real. Please be on there. Oh,
Hey,
he went way down.
you know what? Some people go to really expensive spas to get the mud bath like this.
Well, he got off. He was on there though.
He was.
Jess, what do you want to do with this one?
Turn him loose. Yeah.
They're catching plenty by hand, that's for sure. So we're going to give this one here,
That didn't work out.
give this one another year or two.
Another year or two.
Got him. Nice job. You grabbing over here too? Very nice, girls.
Ta-da! More frogs.
Two more.
All right, let's see. There's one. See him?
Big enough to gig?
Why, yeah. Get him.
He's pegged.
Hold on to yours, Chad. You got him. Hold on. I'll get them both. Wait. Wait.
I need someone to hold a lot.
I got it. Wait. Wait a minute. One at a time. All right, here's yours.
You got him?
Yeah, let me get Chad's.
Got him?
Yeah. That's a pretty good one.
That ain't bad.
Not bad. There's your frog.
We'll take it.
I'll swap you.
Perfect.
Hey, right here. I'm coming on.
They're non-stop. Every couple steps we see another.
Here's one.
You grabbing or gigging, Jess?
Grabbing.
Got him.
Got him.
There you go. Gigged one.
Fine as a fritter. Stop. Don't move.
What?
Don't move.
What is it?
Don't move.
Whoa, right under my feet. I told you I step on them little guys.
That's perfect.
That's funny. There's a bigger one over here. I'll have to gig him.
Got him? Sure did.
Got him.
Pretty good one.
That is a good one.
There you go. Now that's the kind we're after right
Yes, he'll do.
there. 15 of those and you got a skillet full.
That's one right there. Hold on. I'm coming.
You girls have got great frog gigging enthusiasm, I have to say. Look at that. That's a Boone and Crockett frog right there. Got him. I believe we got him. There you go. Another one.
There you go.
Got him. Oh.
Oh. You got him. They're everywhere in here.
I will say one thing. This pond is plumb loaded with frogs. You know, we came in here not knowing exactly how we were going to get these frogs, and we did try to shoot a couple with a bow and arrow. It's just too thick.
Too many cattails.
We grabbed some big ones, gigged some big ones, and I bet we got 35 frogs.
We got a
Or
bunch.
more, I think.
Or more.
Possibly more.
I think last I counted we had 35, so we had a heck of a night out, and Montgomery County is the place to come for frogs.
We got them.
Not bad.
You got plenty of frogs. Thanks again, a lot of fun. You never know when you're going to catch that next trophy fish, but you need to be ready to either preserve or document that catch. Let's go fishing with the local taxidermist and learn more.
Not very often you get a pond that's got an island in it, huh?
It's a little different approach to fishing a small pond. Pretty lucky they got this trolling motor on this pontoon. This thing is so thick, it's hard to walk around it and fish. Oh, here we go.
Well, there you go. Nice fish. Got him?
Well, that didn't take long. You didn't get away from the dock.
Yeah.
We're going for a little bigger than that, but you know what?
There's a good start right there, bud.
I'm here on a private lake with Jim Cedar of Clearwater Taxidermy. Now, Jim, this lake has trophy potential. It's not always easy to catch a trophy, but it could happen today. Oh, he's foul hooked a little bit. That makes him feel massive.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Lots of those today. A little bit better one, huh?
A little bit better.
Oh boy.
That little Rapala, they're liking it.
Boy. I seen him come up and strike that.
I tell you what, I feel like we're taking inventory on 13-inch bass. I believe we caught just about everyone else's pond just at least once.
They're a little better fish,
A little bit
huh?
bigger. Now look at the belly on that joker.
There you go.
Not so skinny. A little bit bigger. Let's take this fish here and head to shore and show us how you'd work this up. Well, Jim, this is not a trophy by any means, but what I'd like for you to do is to show me exactly how I would need to document this fish so that you could reproduce this as closely as possible using reproduction mount. And this does have some scarring on it too, so show us how we would handle
We'll look at that right there and show us. Let's lay him right here on the towel.
All right.
Okay. And then the first thing you want to do is get the length of the fish out to out.
Out to out, okay.
Okay. So we're looking at 15 1/4 on this one.
Okay.
Out to out. Then, since he doesn't seem too shocky, I mean, if we can just get that measurement, we can work with that. But since he seems like he's in pretty good shape, then we want to get a girth right behind his big fin there. It gives you the girth measurement like that. Okay.
8 inches, okay.
Yes, sir. If we've got time, then you can take, I would carry a little digital scale with us.
Okay.
And you can just check out the weight on them.
That one's got to be 8 pounds.
Yeah.
It's about a pound.
So we got the weight. So now, and also what I suggest people doing, maybe you might keep a little pad like this and just write down the length, the girth, and if you have time, the weight. And then bring that to us.
At that point in time, it's good to get a couple photos.
Yes, sir.
If you have any unique characteristics, look at some scarring on this fish here.
Right.
You may or may not want to include that.
Exactly.
Here's the best thing about doing this is that, I can make this decision at any point in time. Once I have that information and a good photo,
yes, sir.
I can release this fish.
Yep.
And I got an opportunity to fish this lake again someday. If this was a trophy 6-pounder, you may come back and catch a.
Sure. And we're gonna
try to get a good photo, good color.
We're gonna do that right here. There's a good shot.
All right.
It's got a good, you might turn them the other way,
all right,
just so we'll be safe there. Picture of both sides of them.
All right.
And we're good.
Now, let's go ahead and get this thing back in the water.
The benefits to release them.
There we go. And that fish is, there she goes, healthy as can be. Now, had I elected to do a skin mount, I'm sure you've seen some come in pretty bad shape.
Yes, sir. Yeah. If you brought that fish, that same fish, and we had the towel with us, we want to get that towel soaking wet. You can soak it right here in the lake, lay him flat on there, and kind of get him smooth so his tail's fanned out. Then you would just take the towel, fold over him like this, each end up. You could do each end like this over him. Then all you have to do is take that, and you'd have a plastic bag here, maybe in your boat or in your truck, and you want to put that in the plastic bag all the way down. And then you could just smooth that out. You're gonna fold it over a couple of times. Fold this up like this at each end, and then tape that shut. And then
put that back in your cooler.
You can either put this in your cooler till you get home, or once you get home, you can put them in the freezer, and they'll stay very, very well like that. The plastic is the key, and that you don't want to put them in newspapers. Bad. The wet towel protects him. The plastic keeps the freezer burn if you have to put them in the freezer from occurring. You can keep them like that for several months, and he'll be fine.
I'd like for you to show me a skin mount and a replica mount side by side and talk about some of the benefits of each.
Okay.
All right,
We
let's go
do.
do that.
All right.
Right here we've got a couple of examples of both skin mounts
Correct.
and
reproductions. Yes, sir.
A lot of people don't realize what goes into a skin mount.
Right.
You've got one here that's in process.
Yep.
And really, when you come out here and you bring your fish in, all you're taking is the top skin and fins off of that fish.
That's correct. Once he's in the tanning process and we take him out, this is the color that it leaches all of the natural color out of the fish.
So this is all airbrushed and painted.
Yes, sir, that's
a lot
correct.
of work and a lot of expertise to get it to look like that.
There's a lot of detail work in that.
And as you can see on the back of this one here, because you've wrapped it on the form and it's not finished. It's not a complete finished fish, right?
Right.
But from the wall, it looks beautiful.
Exactly. Yeah.
So let's move over here to the replica.
Okay.
Here is how you would receive your fish, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone comes in and says, hey, I've got a 20-something inch fish, whatever it is, in the girth.
Exactly.
You place the order based on what position they want.
Correct.
And this is what you would receive.
This is what I've received from the molding company. This is a vinyl cast mold. The fins are soft and flexible and clear, and we have to do the fin work on it. This, I know it looks like it's got a great big tail there, but this is actually the side fins that go in on each side of the fish. And of course we have to add the eyes and then do some sanding on it and airbrush the colors back into it.
Now the cool thing about doing one like this is that if you wanted to do this style of mount out on a table, both sides can be finished.
Can be finished, yes.
And these two here are examples of finished pieces here. You got a smallmouth bass here.
This is a smallmouth bass here, and then that's a finished reproduction largemouth right there.
So really your finished product on both of them, it's really hard to tell which is which.
I tell customers all the time, if you take this replica home and you put it on your wall, most people wouldn't even know it was a replica.
Yeah.
And they're that accurate.
What about durability?
The durability of the reproduction fish is that he's not susceptible to environmental change in your home or in your house. Where a skin mount is still susceptible to heating and cooling. It expands and contracts.
If cost was an issue, how close are the price points?
The skin mount is the cheaper way to go. It's a few dollars more to do the reproduction. It's not dramatic, but it just depends on the length of the fish and what you want to do with the background and all that. But they do tend to run a few dollars more per inch.
So obviously on skin mounts, you can do whatever species of fish.
Yes.
Do these come, can you get these in muskie, striper, crappie, bluegill, everything?
Everything.
Well, I tell you what, they're beautiful. I wish we had caught a really big fish today so you could have showcased exactly how you do that. But
yeah, maybe I could have done something for you, huh?
Now let's check in and see who's catching what and where in this week's fishing report.
This is Jeff Crosby with the Central Fishing Report. Water temperatures are running in the low to mid 80s across area lakes. Also, the thermocline at Taylorsville is around 10 feet, and in Harrington it's running around 12 to 14 feet. Largemouth bass fishing is slow to good at many of our area lakes. It is the dog days of summer, but consider Taylorsville, Harrington, Gifts Creek, or Kincaid Lakes for your next bass trip. It's a good time of year to fish streams in the area, such as Elkhorn, Floyd's Fork, for smallmouth and rock bass. Small crankbaits or jerk baits, as well as small jigs, are very productive this time of year. And finally, fishing in neighborhoods program lakes are being stocked with channel catfish this month. So grab a pole and enjoy some great summer fishing. Hope to see you on the water.
In western Kentucky, down at Kentucky and Barkley Lakes, we've kind of hit that summertime pattern where early fishing and evening fishing is often best. The lake is on the fall drawdown, so we're about 358 elevation, so there's caution of moving around the lake. There's things that can be hit as the water levels start to fall. As far as bass, fishing early and late in the back ends of the embayment, the bass are chasing the small shad minnows. White bass, mainly on the main lake, around mouths of the embayments. I like using an inline spinner like a rooster tail, or vertical fishing a jig or a spoon. In the tailwaters, striped bass fish and catfish are really good this time of year. The best baits to use would be go down there and catch you some small skipjack herring. Well, this is Paul Reister, and I hope you find a good day to go fishing.
This is Rob Rold in the Northwestern Fishery District. Rough River Lake and Nolin River Lake are right at Summer Pool and holding steady. Seems like most of the activity and best success is happening either very early in the morning or throughout the night. At Nolin River Lake, we have white bass as well as and mixed with black bass in the jumps very early in the morning. Those jumps are around the dam as well as at the mouth of the major tributaries. Bass fishing, both lakes, best at night. This is also a good time of the year to fish under floating lights. The Finns Lakes in Davis County will be stocked on August 11th. That's Yellow Creek Park, Pansa Creek Park, and Wayman Morris Park. Finns Lakes in Madisonville, Madisonville City Park Lake, as well as Bevel Park in Litchfield will be stocked on August 14th. Always be safe and always wear your life jackets.
One of my favorite things to do in July and August is to find a catalpa worm tree and take some kids fishing. It's kind of interesting because we're going fishing, we got an empty cricket tube.
What?
What are we going to put on there?
Worms.
Worms, where are you going to get them?
On the ground.
You can catch worms in the ground, you can catch grasshoppers, but today I'm hoping one of these trees have some worms up in the tree. Let's see what we can find. You ready? Anybody see that worm right there?
Yeah. Awesome. Is it poisonous?
Nope, not poisonous. Yeah, pick it up. We're gonna fish with these.
Gross.
They got little suction fingers, don't they? You kids stand right over here and get ready.
Oh, you're just getting me wet.
There's about 10 of them that fell right here.
Got one. Gross. Nothing's weird.
Put them in the tube. Ready?
Your arm. One's on your arm. Get it.
Well, what do you know?
Got one on his arm.
Hey, sometimes catching the bait's more fun than catching the fish.
Oh, I see one. Dad, what are these little white things? Those are wasp eggs.
That's exactly what this is. So this is a little one, and these are wasp eggs that have been laid on there. So these are little bitty wasp, and then they'll grow up. They'll leave its back when they come out of their eggs.
Here, Camel, you carry this. You can luck it at them. There's one right here. Into that way. Can I?
Flip it over. Let's see. You like catching those better than the fish?
Yes.
I believe we got quite a few. Let's. We don't want to waste them, so let's go try to catch some fish and see what happens. Let's see what you got there. Got you a bluegill, and look at that. Look what's in his mouth. Catalpa worm. That was probably pretty fun.
Really, really, really?
Yeah, there's a bluegill on there.
Got another one. I caught me one.
That's about the 4th or 5th fish on that little catalpa worm.
Oh.
Right here we got Ruby.
It's a bluegill.
And Mason. You guys are from Spencer County.
Oh, whoa.
Nice job, Mason. So this is close to your house, isn't it? You fish this pond a lot, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Brought Campbell here, my daughter. She's a little crazy, isn't she?
Yeah.
And we came down here. We only had about an hour, but man, how many fish we caught? 20 or 30 fish probably now? As fast as we can get it in there.
Plus this one.
Plus that one, make it 31, I guess. So what are these called again? What kind of worms are these?
Cicada worm.
Close. It's a catalpa worm. Now the cicadas are the ones that make a lot of noise. They kind of look like beetles. Now the cicadas are really, really, really good to fish with too, but see, all you need is a fishing pole and a hook. And you come out here and you can go fishing. You can find grasshoppers, crickets. You may be able to find cicadas. You can find catalpa worms. You can find minnows if you got a creek, or crayfish. Watch how fast we can catch a fish. Ready? Yeah. Oh, it's already gone. Oh, what have you got, Ruby?
I don't know.
Got you a bluegill.
There's a lot of bluegills in here. I'm gonna go catch some more catalpa worms.
You like those catalpa worms, don't you?
I finally, yes sir, I finally remember the name.
You kept wanting to call them cicadas.
The first time ever.
You can put catalpa worms in the freezer and you can keep them for a long time and fish with them again.
Or if you eat your food. I'm serious.
I don't know if you want to eat one. I tell you what though, if you eat one, I'll eat one.
Bleh.
You go first.
No.
Oh, okay.
You go first.
No. I believe you got him. Nice job, buddy. Coming up in 2 weeks on August the 19th will be our live call-in show for non-game. Get your questions ready. And remember, hunting and fishing on private property is a privilege. Always ask permission and thank the landowner. Till next week, I'm your host, Chad Miles, and I hope to see you in the woods or on the water.